I got in a wreck, and when I got hit, it like knocked me kind of out or something. I don't know what happened, but I was in the care center, and when I came out, I'd been there for a while, and when I came out, they had fixed the car, and there was someone else driving it, and I couldn't believe it, because I'd never seen that before, but other than that, I've never had anyone drive my car.
Stacey, someone brought up earlier, and I'm glad that you brought that up. When you do get in an accident and you have to go to the care center, what actually happens behind closed doors? Do they ask you questions? Do they check fighters? What is it that they do?
Well, they have a doctor in there, and he runs through his list of things he wants to talk to you about, and if you can't answer some of his questions, then you're not in the right spot. I couldn't answer his questions, so he didn't let me race anymore that day. That's the only time I haven't been able to answer his questions in the past, and it happened a couple times with sprint cars where like there's nothing there. You have no clue what's going on, and then 8 hours later, everything's good.
We got Rick out here. What's your name?
Dan.
And what's your question for Casey Kane?
I know Saturdays make for a long day getting ready to race at night, but what do you do different during your routine to get ready for a Saturday night race?
Yeah, do you do anything different for a night race to get used to it? You know, because on Sunday, you get up, you do a couple interviews, and you're ready to race. You got all day to do all kinds of cool stuff. So do you do anything different to prepare?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I just want to race. So it's like on night races, it seems like it takes forever to get to the race. You're like, man, you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then day race, you get up, you do a couple things, and then you're on the track. So I kind of prefer day race to just keep things flowing and keep things going. Night race is just a lot of waiting around, and so hope for 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
We got Fabian down here. How old are you, Fabian? You're 4 years old. All right. What is your question? Okay, you told me already. When are you going to win again? Fabian wants to know when you're going to win again. And they're first timers too. Welcome. So who thinks Casey Kane's going to win tonight? Huh? What's your name? Alex, how old are you? 9 years old, and what's your question?
What did you get into racing?
When did you get into racing? At what age did you get into racing?
Well, I had 4 wheelers when I was probably about 8, somewhere in there, 6 or 8, but I didn't really start racing full time until I was 14. I started racing a lot at that time.
Great question. What's your name?
Danielle.
Danielle. Look, she's so excited now. She's like nervous. I think Brian, what is your question?
Do you, Jeff, Jimmy, and Junior do pranks on each other at the shop?
Do you guys prank each other? You and Junior, Jeff? Do you guys play pranks on one another at the shop?
I haven't. Mr. Hendrick's the only one that plays pranks on anyone. And he's played plenty of them on all of us, but I haven't played any on this guy.
You know, what's it like you're looking at some of these guys that you grew up watching on TV. What's it like walking through the garage knowing that you used to watch these guys and want to be them, and now you are them?
Well, I've been doing it a while now, so I don't really think about it very much anymore, but I know when I first started, it was like I was racing with Jeff and Daniel and Rusty Wallace and all those guys, and it was kind of crazy and stuff. You just never really expect that. You'd work hard to try to get to that level, but it wasn't something I ever expected. So it was pretty cool at first, but now you just get used to it. I've been doing it 9 years, so it's kind of still like I'm one of the guys, I guess, racing on Sunday.
Awesome. What's your name? Troy, what's your question, buddy?
What was going through your head when Dad was going to Hendrick Street?
What was going through your head when Mr. Hendrick called and said, we want you to come to our team?
I was surprised. I was happy. I was excited. I had a lot going through my head. At that time I was working on things with other teams and just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And then Mr. Hendrick came to me and offered me a deal that would be a year away. I'd have to, wait a year to drive the 5-car, but I would eventually be in it for a good period of time. That was it was a bit of a wait, but it was really exciting, and I knew it was the right decision at that time.
We got Ryan right down here. Ryan, what's your question, buddy, or comment?
Are you ready to go racing?
Are you ready to go racing tonight? Are you ready, Casey?
I'm ready. Ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Riley. And Mr. Casey. Come on.
Put Bush in the wall!
Amen. Pushing the Johnson is long.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have your free t-shirt,